Coach Squeeze in the house.
We're not messing with you. You look like you're ready to get the friend. I'm not messing with you. You look fabulous.
Unless they call the golf course
Man,
the
you
ring.
look fabulous, man.
Man, I'm trying, brother. Never happened.
And then you was getting on the, that's what I see, your venture to where you at today.
Yeah.
And you was working on that, you know, the, what's that name?
Lips.
Yeah, man. And throwing a sauna suit joint on.
Yeah.
And man, you know, how you feel?
Man, better than a couple years.
Yeah, your energy level like went to another.
Yeah, you wake up earlier when you ain't taking all that extra weight.
Yeah. But you know what though? I think he been spawned his son to get.
Man, I'm not doing none of that. Unless golf clubs and spawn, we ain't having it, champ. Unless that bicycle is spawn, we're not doing it, champ.
Man.
Yeah, only compete we doing is on the treadmill.
Man, don't be no strangers, man, to the podcast, Kenny.
I can tune it in. I just be like, I like watching him. I see him.
Yeah, I be on the road. I be in the car at 9 o'clock listening.
I read comments.
Gotcha.
Listen, because I be like, why is this? Yeah. Sometimes when you do that, you get to see what somebody said about what they was talking about. Instead, if you do it later, you don't know what point they said.
But you
I
know,
want to know what they said.
you know, some people don't know what they talking about.
At all.
You know, so when I'm learning dealing with social media because I'm old school. I'm out that generation. We didn't deal with the phones and all of that. They didn't have that. So I had to get used to the stats and the crazy off the ball comments. And Limbaugh Swami and Calvin would say, you can't pay that no mind. They online gangsters. You know, don't let them get in your head. You know, words shouldn't hurt you like that.
They do that stuff for a reason, man. They do it so that they can get your levels up. So you can actually, they ain't even trying to make you mad. They trying to make you click.
Yeah.
I need you, because people don't understand. When you look at them algorithms, it's like, share, comment, but it's also thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah.
If I can get 10,000 people to say thumbs down, that means I got 10,000 people on here because the algorithm still tracks everything. So they track all that. So they don't care how you hit one of the buttons, just hit one.
Right. See, that's the side that Kenny and Calvin was putting me down with. Say, man, keep doing what y'all guys doing, man. We over 11,000 within a year. You know what I mean? So we still learning, man.
Nah, you doing what you
still learning. We being ourselves. And one thing we don't do, we don't down nobody. We give an honest opinion, you know, on what we see and what we think the outcome of the fight gonna be. I don't think me and you, I'm glad I got you in person. I'm glad I got you in person. You ain't getting away with this. You said Earl Spence, didn't you?
Yes!
Oh, come on, man.
Why would we say anything?
You thought why would you? Come on,
why would you think that it's going to make any difference?
Stop!
I love your commentary. Please tell me why you think it's going to make a difference.
I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna go suit up and get it in. Because I've been watching this stuff.
Please give me this. I need this because I want to know.
How many corners are the ring in it? 4. Where Earl like to fight at? In the center. Yeah. I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna bet.
He's giving me.
I'm gonna bet.
Okay.
Earl likes fighting in the center. I do see him get him on the rope and he'll tenderize him. That's for the guys that stand there stupidly in front of that wrecking ball that hit the building and tear it down. Why is you standing in front of that ball?
And I said,
Bud, go ahead, Chad.
Not saying that Earl's gonna win or was gonna win, but people go in there with the mindset to move on Earl. But when Earl go there, they can't move now. They thought they was gonna be able to move, but now they stuck. Not saying that Crawford gonna be stuck, but I'm just to answer your question. You planning to move when you touch that body early?
You gonna let me? Can I? Cause you came at me. You came at me. You came at me crooked like that before, and I had a problem when I was in grade school. I couldn't draw a straight line with my crayon. But check this out. Those guys that he made fight them, that tried to move, and he stagnated them with the body shots, they wouldn't really box. They were boxer punchers, which in other words, their movement is not efficient enough to get out of the way of Earl. They can't get out of the way of him. So when Earl do to him, he'd stab him with the jab, and here come that body shot. That's for the dudes that don't have the best defense. Those guys, look at those guys, and I'm not diminishing Earl. Everybody think I hate on Earl. I'm not hating on Earl. I just need to see Earl be a complete fighter. And if he do this in the fashion that he's done before, and if he do what he did to Ugas, Bud, ain't not gonna do it. But bow down gracefully.
At this point, Earl is not a complete fighter to you. He's not a complete fighter until he do
I
that.
didn't say that.
Well, he said he got to beat a complete fighter.
No, I thought you
Which
said.
is cool. I give you that.
I didn't say that. So, hold on, let run all back. Come on, Chang.
If we rate them down the list, not against opponents or nothing, but physicals, we'll agree Earl's the bigger.
Yes.
For
the weight
these two,
division?
but just those two guys, Earl's the bigger.
You know what? Not by a lot, because Bud walk around pretty big outside the ring too. I've seen it.
But Earl's the bigger.
And with aspect that you're saying,
If two men enter that ring, one has to be bigger than the other one. Earl's the bigger of the two.
I'ma slightly give him that.
Okay,
I'ma definitely give him that.
I'll say the hand speed,
But not astronomically.
I'll say the hand speed is in Terrence Crawford's favor.
Oh, you breaking this down. Oh yeah, I got
So
this.
hand speed in his favor, right?
Mhm.
Power, I'm gonna put that in Earl's favor.
Okay.
Even if it ain't
That's
but
fair.
slightly. I
That's
just say
fair.
it's
That's
like-
fair. That's fair.
Both of them, I'll give them the even on stamina. Neither one of these guys look like they're going to fade away in a fight. I don't see them fading away, so I give them both that. So when we look at all those pieces put together, I'll give ring generalship a 50-50 because both of them make the other person they fight the way that they want them to. So the only thing that we have that can be a direct tangible related to anything we go across, whether it's a car accident, whether it's football or whatever, the bigger of the strength usually does a little more damage over the long haul against the smaller of the strength. Terrence has a great, enormous heart, has faith in everything he does. He'll stand there, even if it's for a second. If it's only for that second, I'm gonna lean towards the bigger, stronger
Good shit,
guy.
Bernard.
When
Good
we
shit.
both land,
Good
his
shit.
gets more damage done. That's all. It
Now,
doesn't have
Good
anything
shit.
to do with who they
The
fought.
way you just broke that down, a blind man can see
I want to
that.
ask you
A
one
blind
question.
man.
You.
Watch this. Here it comes. Now Bernard went with it.
I want to ask you a
Keep
question.
it nice, Kenny.
You are-
We all on the edge.
You're a welterweight. You're a welterweight, right? Would you rather fight a welterweight to throw 110 fast punches around or a welterweight to throw 85 accurate punches around? Which one you rather fight?
Real tip. Say that again. I want that to marinate.
Listen.
Because Kenny, you got wide. Go ahead, Kenny.
Would you rather fight a
I'm just
welter-
getting off the plantation. Go ahead, Kenny.
Would you rather fight a welterweight to fight 110 fast punches per round or a welterweight that throws 85 accurate punches?
The 110. The 110. Because I could do, with the one that throws 110, I know he ain't looking to kill me right off. Because he's throwing a lot of punches. So
You
that
gonna-
take,
so you
let me
saying-
break it down what you said. That'll take off his pop. Because in here, when them lights on you and that heat beating on your ass, out of the 100, when you throw the 100 and something, that first punch ain't gonna hit like that last
All
punch.
right, so let me ask you a question. You sound like you're going to survive the one that's going to fight to throw the 110 fast punches.
I don't know how low you is, but
You understand what I'm saying?
Bernard might know this. That song, that old school put on my dress, Can't believe that she said yes. Yeah, come on now.
You sound like you gonna survive the one.
Dance.
You sound like you gonna survive the one that's gonna throw 110 punches per round. That you choose to fight him.
Because guess what?
So you gonna survive him.
Guess what?
I see what you're saying. I'm with you, bro. I'm saying this. He's saying I got 12 rounds to eventually land my shit and hurt him because he's throwing more speed and he's going for points. That guy that's throwing 80, I may not have 12 chances.
You know what? Guess what? Box wise, I threw more punches, but he landed But he landed the more accurate punches, and he's breaking me down quicker.
Let me ask you
even though I'm putting out more than him.
Which one are you most likely to go 12 rounds with? The one that throw 110 or the one that throw 85 accurate?
The 110.
All right, man.
I'm gonna say
That's what I said in the first
but this is what I say here. I'm one of those ones that has watched Chavez, Mildred Taylor a million times, and I don't think Richard Steele did anything wrong. When you look at that last 13 seconds, if you watch, Chavez already walking across, it was enough time for him to land that one more shot.
If it was a minute left?
If you put this same fight in that same microcosm, Chavez is Earl Spence, Mildred Taylor is Terrence Crawford. Now he may be able to do all the same things, but can your resiliency last past all that?
I got him. Turn that camera around here. I got both of them. I'm going to close with this because I'm going to go get my work in so I can walk around looking like Bernard. Intimidating. Look, do you like green smoothies?
That's why I've been like, what's up?
You like green smoothies?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, they healthy for you, don't they?
Yes.
Huh? They regulate you and everything, don't you?
Yes.
I need y'all to follow me with this. I just hit the big 5'3", 5'3". I'm getting classy with this thing. Floyd Mayweather is my smoothie. He's my green smoothie. Because what Floyd done in the sport, setting the tone on how to fight smart, put out less, and make you miss in the process. So he my green smoothie. That's why I always believe. Look at the animals that fought Floyd, throwing all that, and they wasn't direct punches. They throwing all type of stuff in his privacy, back in his head. But do you see his defense wins championships? They say that in football. They say that in basketball. They need to add that philosophy to boxing because Floyd say you can't beat what you can't catch. And he has the stamina to do it for 12 rounds.
But guess what you missed on there? Guess what you missed on there?
Come on, champ.
Floyd is that green smoothie made with fresh greens. Everybody else is out of a can. That shit got too much garbage.
You got
So they both green smoothies.
Turn the camera on.
They both green smoothies.
Oh, he got you.
I knew it. I'm gonna tell you the reason why all that's good, but I'm gonna tell you my whole reason why I gotta go with Earl. I'm gonna tell you my whole reason why I gotta go with Earl. I've watched Earl's whole career, and a lot of the early fighters that I like my son to mimic, in particular, was Marvin Hagler, Henry Armstrong. If you look at Henry Armstrong, you look at Marvin Hagler, you look at Earl Spence, they're the same, just in different generations. I've given my son more of that than anything else. So if I'm saying that this is what I think the prototype is that should get better and be able to beat a certain style or any other style, if somebody asks me, who do I think wins between Terrence and Earl, and I say Terrence, then my son should question everything I've ever taught him. Because if you taught me this, and whoever's the Terrence Crawford of my time, his era, when I get ready to fight him, I shouldn't be able to beat him by your estimation because you put this level in me. It's the same as if I did the same thing with Terrence Crawford. If I gave him Terrence, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Willie Pep, but then I go against that and say Terry Norris is going to sandblast him. Now he has to question everything of me. I think we're going to get a great fight when they fight, but I also think each one of those guys will do something that, like you said with Floyd, both of them are spinach, raw, because they're going to bring their best to the table. They're not questioning how I got here. I think that joint is going to be chess played with AR-15.
Now,
both of them can.
Let me piggyback off what you said, and I like the line you went down when you went back to that old era. I'm spoiled. I grew up just like you and Limbaugh Swami did, but I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm spoiled. When I got into the sport and what my eyes seen and what I fell in love with at the age of 7 getting into boxing was the Muhammad Ali style, the Sugar Ray Leonard, the Alexis Aguayo, the Sweet Pea Pernell Winnekers. They spoiled me. You know, I fell in love with that style of hit and move and don't be hit. You see what I'm saying? And then you got, like you say, Marvin Hagler, them Harveys. You know, he sliding off him and he making you pay. He wanted that Doug fight. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, he made you fight him. It wasn't too much you could do with Marvin. Look what happened to Hitman. They said they should have called him I Get Hitman, not Hitman, when he met Marvin Hagler. Cause he fought the wrong damn fight, stood in there, but he put on a good show. So I'm spoiled, Floyd Mayweather's. I'm spoiled.
But Tommy was a consummate boxer, right? Tommy was a consummate boxer.
Boxer, puncher.
But he could box. When he has to box.
He really used it in the pros.
But he had that boxing ability. Marvin Hagler told him before we even got there, put your boxing in the closet and bring out your sledgehammer. Somewhere in the mix, he might have thought that was a joke. And that paid. With these two, I really don't think you're gonna get either one of them thinking less of the other. They're gonna think more of the other. Yeah. And when they do that, they still young enough to where their egos control a lot. So when they get in there, you got Earl talking about, man, they say this dude will box circles around me. So his height in boxing is gonna pick up. You got Terrence saying, they think this dude is so big he can one hit me. So he's thinking, I'ma show them. So you might mess around and get them switching roles and reversals.
Yeah, true.
And they fight the other's fight for the purpose of what people are saying they can't do because they're young enough to have ego.
Yeah. See, that's the whole thing, the beauty of the sport. That's what I like about when everybody that really know the sport break it down, because you can get all of that in a bowl.
Yeah.
All of that in the mix. Because we have sit and watch fights of superstars losing, and we sit there like mouth wide open, like what just happened.
Look
Mike Tyson is one.
I give one back.
Mike lost the fight.
Ray Leonard. When Ray Leonard fought Duran the first time, I'm proving to the fans that I can stand here and do this. That's a young guy who did it. When they fought the second time, he looked at him in the ring. I'm gonna beat you tonight. That's a guy that had complete control of this. Floyd ain't never been the biggest guy, the strongest guy, the most vicious puncher, the anything. But he always been the one thing that all of those guys you named were. I was the smartest guy in the ring. There's 3 people in here. One guy tells you what to do to give direction. The other guy is trying to knock your head off. So if you the smarter of the 3, that's gonna be the guy that I'm gonna pick to win. Not with a name, because guess what? Floyd to me is the baddest joker, not because of his record, but he tricked the whole world, including the fighters and fight fans. You never heard Floyd say, I can beat everybody in the world. He just said everybody in the world can't beat me. So he made, at that statement, you can't beat me, makes you have to come beat me. I don't have to come beat you. I just have to not let you beat me. And in the midst of that, I'll beat you. Ricky Hackett, how did he knock him out?
Check hook. Check
But Ricky was doing what? Trying to beat Floyd. When he fought Pacquiao, Pacquiao was trying to beat Floyd. For Miguel Cotto was trying to beat Floyd. Floyd was trying to beat them. So I'll let you walk into everything I want to hit you with, and at the end of the results, I have a win. The dudes that gave you any concept that they had a chance of looking good against Floyd, not winning, for one dude, Emmanuel Augustus. Why? Because Emmanuel Augustus did not come forward.
The drunken master.
I'm not coming forward.
The drunken master. Floyd say that was his toughest fight.
But that's because Floyd is the greatest tactician. I made you all realize, I said, you can't beat me. I never said y'all, I can beat y'all. So come beat me. Everybody that came in there with the plan of doing what? I'ma beat Floyd Mayweather. So that already got him half the battle, because I can fight off my back foot.
What's Floyd's favorite punch?
Oh, that pull counter.
Now that's
Full
my
count.
case. This man knows shit.
Pull counter. And why
And
does
he beat you with it all night long,
Hold on.
and you cannot stop.
But did he beat you with the pull counter, or did he beat you with the concept of my career? Because the concept of my career was, you all can't beat me. Now I can beat y'all. So that makes you come to me, which opens up what? The pull counter. Emmanuel Augustus never thought he could, so he didn't come forward.
Yeah.
So I got to go beat you, because I can't use a pull counter on a dude that won't come forward.
Yeah, good shit. That right hand down the alley, and he sets that right hand up. Love it.
Money.
He throws it different ways. He'll part around your guard. He'll part underneath.
But guess
He'll
what he
part
never
straight down
That's
the
what he
alley.
never do. He never stops you from advancing.
And you know
I
what?
want you to come forward because you're going to walk into
What?
this.
He keeps his space.
Thank you, because I need that space.
He don't
Bull and then fire.
over-commit so you can get him. He did it on one guy. Hold on. He did. I'ma try you. I'ma test you here. He did it on one guy, and it almost cost him. Go on, take the mic.
Sugar Shane.
My man. You
And
gonna
look.
take it up fast.
And look, when he did it, go back and watch that round. When he grabbed Shane and looked at his corner, he winked at him. I know I fucked up. Rest of that fight, pull out, boom. Pull out, boom, boom.
The philosophy.
Because he beat you here, not here.
And he almost went down. He got him twice.
I'm going to tell you some funny shit me and Jalil was talking about the other day.